All right, so got it done. So it looks like. I'll lift it up in a second, and the extra parts were was left over. Well, those two were no good. I replaced a couple of missing pieces, which I replaced. I mentioned that earlier in whatever I added in the video along the way to this video. These are two extra pieces. Not sure what they're for. Maybe they thought there were some of these pieces instead of yeah. I'm not even sure where they're from, but yeah, I cleaned up the cockpit a bit. I'm gonna replace this with astromech from the Plo Koon set right here. And what else? Of course, I'll have Plo Koon as the pilot, and these stickers will go onto that piece there, and that should be it. Run through other changes I might make. Fix. Hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, I mean, definitely the quality of the parts are mixed. You know, there's some color match issues, but you know, I think that's to be expected from the source that I got from. For the most part, I don't think I'm going to really bitch too much about it or tell. If I really need to, maybe I'll find some replacement later, but as it is, it's no big deal. I just consider it as like a bit of weathering, I guess. And I'll try to lift this up and show you the bottom. So that's how it looks like. It's not too far off from the Anakin one, but there are some differences. These engines were made better than the Anakin. The other ones, Anakin, at least the holes on the inside look more squished and oval, which made it hard. This one was more even, so the axle that fit through there, you know, wasn't getting stuck or held back. That's why you look over here, they stick out a bit. It's okay. I just consider it some engine detail that just sticks out more. I suppose I could potentially make it look similar, but I don't mind this look. This is basically how it should be. If not, inset even more. I don't think I want to push it too far in. Additionally, I think I need to get another set of like light clear blue studs like this because the thruster engine glow should be blue, not orange. So I'm just using it for now. The ones for the Plo Koon microfighter, it doesn't really work. Let's see. I'll show you the piece. The guy was thinking, well, they're cones, so it looks like the flames or whatever, the engine, you know, I guess flames, thruster, blue glow would be like kind of shooting out of it, which would be cool, but it doesn't attach the same way. It needs to be like this smaller. I think this is the small end. It needs to go into that engine piece in the back. You can see how it's, you know, how they fit it in here. The bigger side is sticking out. So yeah, and I don't want it to, the cone to like expand out. I want it to be come to it more of a tip or, you know, taper instead of the other way around. So anyways, it's not going to work. I'm going to have to scour home to find a few more light blue pieces like that. Unless I have some around here, but I don't think I do. Other than that, let's see. Cannons are different, but it's kind of cool the way they're done here. I'm just comparing it to Anakin's thing, and you can see real quickly engine stuff. And if you look at this one, carefully grab it with one hand. That's even smart. I got an adjustment here. But the landing gear, at least this one is different. This one has like a kind of a blade or something that holds it up front, versus this one has the actual foot. It's kind of unusual. They didn't bother to make it the same. Like, not a big deal, but this allows this to, I can actually, well, I was thinking I could put this into flight mode, but actuality, this is about as far forward as it can go as it is. I probably would have to remove it. And potentially the same for the back. I think if you want to put it in flight mode, I mean, this landing gear can go up more up towards the wings, so it might not be such a big deal. You know, that I definitely cannot retract. But this one, there's no engine in the way. This is right there. So let me show you. I'm just going to angle that skid a little bit, and then it'll tuck up okay. So yeah, I'm not sure if I necessarily want to remove that, but then if I want to, you know, deal with this some way, you know what I could do is, hang on, I didn't want to set it in fully, but I could pull it off and invert it so that I can just stick it onto that piece. So then that'll just kind of keep it in there. It's not the best look. I would prefer it if I could face it the other way that was, but then that hook, the clip part will hit something in the back here. Yeah, you know, there's already a clip, so it's not going to overlap too well. But for the most part, at least I don't have to have this. If I wanted to go flight and I had to take it off, I'd have to set it somewhere and I'd probably lose it. So at least this way it's stored up on the bottom, and I can always pop it back off and clip it back onto this axle here, or this, whatever you want to call it, that black piece, or either side it works, but that's how they have it illustrated in the instructions. And so yeah, I might do that, but we'll see. Or consequently, if I attach it back, maybe I can just shift it over to the right, you know, so it's not fully seated, but it'll hold, and I can push it up a little bit higher, and that might pass too, and then I don't have to keep pulling it off, stick it onto another piece, and then taking that part off and clipping it back on if I want to use it. I have options, but as it is, I'm just going to set this down like this. And there we go. I think this looks pretty good. Next time I show this, it will have a Republic sticker right here, and I'll have this replaced, and I'll have Plo Koon in there, and that'll be that, and we can see the whole thing finalized. And hopefully, I think I'm going to wait till I get the replacement piece for this to get the light blue clear round studs for the engine glow, and then I'll show it off, and that'll be totally complete. But what do you think? I think this looks pretty good. The only thing about this build that I'm not too crazy about is just a couple of things, but you know, there are some compromises to gain the overall shape of this, and you know, like the lines coming out of it looking basically about right, using, you know, bricks or tile pieces, and that is I think the way this edges kind of stick out from the edge, from this side edge. You don't have it here, but right here it does, and right here. And on this one, not really. This one I could fix if I get a 1x2, or is it 2x1, whatever you want to call it. Just like a blue piece that goes right here. Forget this part that sticks out. That should probably remedy this one. This, a little bit harder. I don't think I can do much here other than either not let it, you know, remove it, which I don't think that'll look right, or yeah, I'm not sure what I do about that. This kind of has to be like that, unfortunately. But I mean, overall, the general look sells, even despite, you know, there's a little bit of a, I guess you can call it a rough edge. So if I leave this, then I suppose I might as well leave that. we'll see. I can go either way, and the rest of it's fine. And that's it. And it's good that this one has they mirrored this piece, so you can do this tail like this, versus on this one, just the way it's built, they had to keep like studs on this side, if you can even see it. But that's fine. I mean, like the anti-studs rather. Yeah, I think this will look good alongside each other at some point. And yeah, look very forward to just showing you the final complete look.